everyone or no one. I'm just doing this because personally I like to see my process and having the ability to record all of this online and it's not saved on my computer, not taking any hard drive space is pretty cool. So I get to see the process, which sometimes I do like to see how I made something. And not that I'm an expert, I'm a novice when it comes to 3D printing, designing. The software that I use, 3D Builder, comes with the computer. It's nothing fancy. I got an Ender 3 printer. So I think it's pretty cool that we live in a time where I can stream and what I stream gets saved online and it's not saved on my computer, so then I can revisit it. I think that's cool. So that's why I'm doing this stream right now. I won't be interacting with the chat, so if there's anyone who comes into the chat, this is gonna be a chat-free um, stream. Mostly, it's gonna be to design this 3D printing. As you can see here, I'll just show you. I have a version of it. This is the version that I printed. We can open this up in 3D file. It's right here. So I made this, and I'm a I don't know what you call it, but when I'm 3D printing or when I'm creating some design, the first thing I do is I go to Thingiverse and I check and see what they have that's similar to what I'm looking to create, because whoever designed it is probably better than me at designing it, because I consider myself a novice. I do this for a hobby, and I just use what already seems to be working. Instead of starting from scratch, I use what seems to be working. This is put together by two parts here. Yes, you might have seen what it says there on the back. It's just a joke for the job site. But so check this out. I'll show you. I printed this out. It failed. It didn't work. So I have some improving to do. This is going to be a clip for a full brim hard hat. If you work in construction, I work in construction for the last 15 years. Let me get the hard hat. I'll show you what this turned out to be. All right, give me 1 second. Okay. So here we have it. It broke. This is the design there, and it broke. That hole that you see here in the center, that hole right there, and you see this little piece there. It's essentially, I was looking to see how to make attachments for this. So this was going to be a flashlight mount for my hard hat. For this flashlight in particular is the flashlight that I'm currently using. I like this flashlight. It was very cheap. It's bright and it's rechargeable. And it comes with one big battery, but it also takes AAA batteries, two AAA batteries. So it comes with this funky battery. I'll show you guys right now. And I'm trying to look at this battery. Have you ever seen that? That's so cool. It's rechargeable, so I just plug this in and charge. If you're in the, you can chat, but it won't show up on screen. Okay, just a heads up. I get social anxiety, I would say, when people start chatting, and I'm like, oh man, the kids are home, so it's gonna be I'm gonna have to step out for a little bit. That sucks. But yeah, so here it is. Here's the design. Of course, here's the design. This screw here it wasn't meant for that. Like I said, that was for attachments, but I was just testing it out. So it clips onto the hard hat like that. So there it is, clipped onto the hard hat. And this was a prototype, and the flashlight would clip in there. And the clips were very, very weak. It wasn't tight, so there was a lot of play on the flashlight. So it was a failure right off the back. But I ran it the entire day, and it only broke when I got home and I dropped my hard hat. I dropped it out the car and it broke, which that's likely to happen on the job sites. So things that I'm going to be improving, I'm going to start from scratch. So you're going to get to see this design be created from scratch. Okay, and a few things that I'm going to be improving here, and I'm going to be stepping out in a little bit. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I gotta say hello to everyone. Intermission. Muting the mic. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Let's go. Starting live screen. Okay, so I'm back. Ignore the crazy hair. I wear a hard hat all day. I don't do my hair to be on the job site. Okay. What the front door do I look like? So here's the design that broke. A few things that I can improve right off the back. This design here, let's see, I never closed this out, so I think I can go back. I can hit back several times. Let's see. to where I didn't even... Okay, hold on. I do so much. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, no. Yeah, no, I couldn't go that far back. Oh, man. But look, this is what it looked like originally. Alright. So let's start from scratch again, I guess. Really don't look forward to, but the best way is usually just to start from scratch. So let's scrap the whole thing. Let's scrap the whole thing. It's alright. There's a few things here that you can't see, so I'm just looking for my documents. Give me 1 second. And let me open. It should be in the downloads. Yeah, so I did like that design. I like this design. It was very small, and I think if I add a little bit more pressure to it, I can probably take that design that I have right now and use it. Let me just do an audio check since I'm back and see how it sounds. Okay, so I'm gonna put the volume up a little bit more. Let me know if it's overbearing, please. Yo, yo. I'm on YouTube right now. I just saw you leave a comment. I said earlier I'm not gonna be responding to comments. I'm trying to think on making this design, but if you have anything important you have to say, I'll be able to access that later on. All right. I'm talking so low. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's go back to designing and we can revisit that. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that very much. Okay, so so we're gonna start from scratch on this design, and I use 3D Builder. I can't justify spending any money on this just yet. Eventually I will. So the name of that file that I started with, maybe I can use that. Maybe that can be useful. I'm not too sure. This is the one that I ended up using. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna be working with this one definitely. And then I did like these so much. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna do something with this. Maybe if I make it flat. It's just, I do like that design. But, okay. So let's play around with this. I'm gonna give it an hour. So this is the new scene. And I'm gonna just go with a design that I worked with already. So let's go with this one here. And we're gonna work off measurements that gonna be working off the original measurements that I have here. I just want to get a curve into this thing. Little Harbor Freight Pittsburgh tool. Okay. And the overall measurement of this is 39.7. I think it was 40. I'm gonna write it down on this little board that I have here. It's one of those cool boards that hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that very much. So it's one of these cool, you can write on it and then it erases. Especially for me, I'm one of those guys who I would have, this would be filled with notebooks. Hey, how's it going? At the moment I'm not interacting with the chat. Don't take it personal. I just can't do both things, you know. I get overwhelmed. But I'll read after I'm done with the stream. I usually go over everything. So I'll be sure to take a look at what you're writing. Alright? Thank you very much. Okay, so the overall length, we're going to go with 40 millimeters. Alright? I got 2 camera setups here too. So I could set up the other camera, but whatever. 40 millimeter. So let's just stretch this out right off the back to 40. So we'll go 40. And we're gonna hit edit. object and we're gonna settle it. I always settle the objects. I never let it sit underneath because sometimes I forget and it gets wacky and funky. It's happened. I've had problems with it. So right off the back, how I like to cut these. So we're just gonna do a few cuts, right? So we're gonna do edit, split. Alright, is the best way to cut it. We'll put that at 90, and then we'll hit the yaw at 90. Okay, and then we'll do keep the bottom. And that didn't rotate that. Okay, good. So this is the same thing I did last time, and you can see it there where I cut it. You see how it's like a little overhang? It's the exact same thing, you know. Hey, keep it simple, right? And I want a little bit of the bite up. You know, I don't really want the curve, but a little bit of the bite up. And it has to be shortened, so I gotta shorten this as well too. I almost forgot that, because this overall length is too long. So, how's your day, baby? What's up, love? Give me a sec. Alright. So I was checking the overall length of this thing because we're gonna match. This worked out pretty good. It's just I wanted it. I feel I'll show you on the design. So let me just stick to this real quick. So the overall bottom length, and I'm using this little caliper tool just so you can see. I'm covering the camera. That caliper tool like that. So, and I got. Let me zero that out. And you don't need nothing fancy. I'm not making anything too precise, you know. So 34.5. So 34.5. 34.5. We'll write that down. Now, I'm going to try something. I'm going to try shrinking the entire thing to 34.5. Like that. So let's see what happens. 34.5. Boom. Now, how's that look? And we're going to be cutting this piece off anyway, so I like this little ball that I put on there. I like how that looked. It just looked nicer. I'm going to see if I can continue to do something like that, because I did like just a small little, but it needs to be more pressure. I'm thinking if I put that ball and it's making solid contact. Because I did, I think my biggest mistake was I did it about 2.5, the thickness, and that's the thickness of the brim of the hard hat. It should be at like 1, or zero point 0.5 in between. Okay. And we're just gonna do a little bit of destroying here, right? And we'll keep at the straight object. Oh, hold up. You always want to go past it. No. What's up, bug? How you doing? Hold up. Me a favor and sit over there, cause I don't. You heard? Thank you, dork. Alright, so here's what we're doing. How you like your school, bug? Good. Good, man, it's so good. Alright.
Yeah, I was talking to that new girl.
Were ya? Tell me about it. How'd that go? Making friends?
I honestly don't know.
Yeah, you do.
She's a very shy person.
Is she?
Yeah.
Where'd she come from?
Mm.
Well, you gotta ask those questions. If you're trying to be friends with someone, it's always nice to be like, hey, homie, what's up, dog?
You don't want to just talk by yourself for like 5 hours straight.
Yeah. I tell you what, man, people love doing that. Talking about themselves. Everybody loves talking about themselves. Is it raining outside?
I told you, did you hear that sound?
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. Sounds like water dripping.
Is your mother taking a shower?
Nope.
Well, I guess the house is sinking.
Oh no. Isn't this expensive?
No, your mom's showering upstairs. You crazy person. Alright, so what we have here is that's going to be the support, and maybe I want to extend a little flat line across here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cheat. Go to object, copy, or I could just hit duplicate right here. Right, and edit, split. Hold up, wait a minute. 90, okay. Perfecto. We'll cut it right. Split. We'll hit it with another split. 90. Keep top. Split. I think that was faster than importing and then shrinking down a piece. Here I have this piece that's the exact same size, and I can shrink it down. So
What type of build looks like builds are built on Roblox?
I always tell you should get into doing this because it's very similar, Bug.
Yeah.
I see a lot of similarities in this and zeroed blocks.
And like a type of game, Be an Alien, like I told you, that has pretty good build mechanics.
Yeah.
And I like to put it on the computer for easier moving around. I actually built something like one time really cool.
I wonder how good that's gonna be. What?
A furnace with detail.
Yeah, did you? How'd that go?
It was good. I built it on the computer, and then I copied it. And
I'd love to
pasted it.
round that out. Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know how to round out things. I should get some shapes. Just hold on, give me a second. Get some shapes here. Bugabee. You ate something?
Not really, I'm not that hungry.
What? You're not hungry? What? What do you mean? You're not hungry? What? So what else? What's up with school? How's your teacher? Is she super duper cool?
My homeroom teacher, she sounds so, I don't know why, but her body language and the way she talks makes her sound like she's extremely bored.
So she talks like this. Like, alright kids,
Yeah,
today
she's like,
we're gonna
she
be
talks like
reading.
this. Hey, what's up? Good morning, class. I'm
Good,
like, are you okay?
good morning class. Good evening. Good afternoon. I'm downloading these files because that way I don't have to make these files. I can just copy them, paste them, subtract them, split
One
them.
day I do want to build
So,
on that.
what happened?
One day I want to try that out.
Try what out?
The thing you're doing, the 3D printing.
What do you mean, Bug?
Yeah, you were literally like building something for the camera.
Oh, I'm doing it right now. I'm confused on what you're asking me.
I want to try doing that too.
Oh, when can you try?
Yeah.
Not today. I'm working on this today. I'm trying to. I'm challenging myself in designing and making this every day at least, and testing it out because I have it down to 2 hours. This will be done in 2 hours. So if I can design something and then put it to print by the for like the 3D printing stuff, just in case. I don't know. You gotta have everything. You know.
Dark.
Who are you?
You.
Okay. So are you?
Sorry.
Nah, I'm not gonna be sitting here calling you a dork. Let me see. So I downloaded those pieces to see if I can get anything that'll help me round that out. And let's see what we got. Insert and load. Give me 1 second. Let me open them all up. Oh wow! Oh man,
What?
these are all the wrong files.
No.
Here's all the shapes. Oh man. Perfect. So can I use any of these shapes to make a corner? No, not really. Let me think about this. This is all to round out those edges right there, because there's not a real good way to round out the edges. But all these shapes I have here, so that's not gonna help.
That looks like Lego feet.
Well, yeah, I know, right? It kind of does look like Lego feet.
Or like types of Roblox feet. Specifically that middle block.
Okay, we're gonna not worry about the cutting part here. Let's duplicate
It
this.
looks like a foot.
And let's move this out the way. I always get caught up on the looks of it. Okay. So when that pushes down, I wonder if we're gonna learn something on this print.
I wonder if it has the same thing.
What's up, kid?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I know.
Does that have the same? Oh, it doesn't.
Doesn't have the same what?
In the game Roblox, in the Be an Alien game I was talking about, there's a thing called there was a word in a number. I forgot what the word was, but the number was always at 1, which would limit how easily you could move things. But one time it
Oh,
changed
Buck.
to 0.
What? Say what now?
Say what now? Bottle.
Yeah, you haven't even fed the dogs yet.
I said bacon.
Not Sylvia. You ain't feed Sylvia. Sylvia's starving. She's starving over there.
You're not starving. She's a little baby.
Okay, so Bug will throw me off. He'll start talking about crazy stuff. No, you always gotta humor the kids. Okay, so that's the improved version right there. It's tighter into it. We'll check the measurement on this. What's the measure? Check that measure. So it's less than a millimeter. The thickness of the brim is 2.5 millimeters. So that's gonna push down 2.5 millimeters. Maybe I should put that on an angle. Okay, cancel that. So what if we take this, alright, and we just give it a little love, a little, oh, Snapple apple. Oh, Snapple. Yo, I think that's it. I honestly think that this is I think I'm onto something, and I know, I'm mostly going off of something that probably already exists, but that's that's kind of the point, you know? It's kind of the point. That looks good right there. I think that's gonna work fantastically, because that's gonna push down. When that pushes down, maybe we gotta make it a little shorter and tighter. Let's work. Let's try that. Let's try that right there. Okay, that's where we're at. So that's to fit on the hard hat. Envision a hard hat. Now, we'll deselect all, and I'm gonna just paint this extra piece right here that I have. I'm gonna paint it some other color so I can visually know that it's a different color. Deselect, boom, boom, boom. We're gonna group all of that together. Alright, and we're gonna hit that with a little 90-degree roll, a little 90. So that's gonna be how it sits on the hard hat. Essentially, it's gonna be on a little curve, right? And let's see what we're at with here. It's gonna be on the hard hat. It's gonna push down. This would have to be making contact, so that ball would have to be down further than this for that to work. So I got something. Ungroup. Grab this ball. Zoom in. See if we can just. Okay. So if this is lower, this has to be higher for it to touch. I think. I don't know. I didn't go to school for any of this. Okay. And we'll just group that. Let's hit that with some paint, man. Let's make that look pretty. Let's make it match. Oh, look at that right there, lad. It looks good, man. It looks work of art. So now we're gonna add the flashlight clips, and we're almost done, because I'm only gonna add the flashlight clips onto it, and that's it. This is a test run, okay? I'm not doing anything else. I don't even know how long I've been. Only 36 minutes. All right. So let's see. So I'm happy with that. I think that's the solution to many of my problems. And we'll go right here, and here we are. And we're gonna take this and what is the thickness of this bad boy right here? It's at 15.7. So 15.7. We're gonna go with that. 15.7 millimeters. That's the thickness of the flashlight. That's what we're making this mount for. Okay. Okay. All right. So we're gonna split it. Let's keep both just in case. And we'll split it like, just want a little clearance. We'll split it right there. Split. I'll take this part. Look, it's one single spot part. Yeah, you think it would cut it into three, but it's only one. And we're going to go to object copy, and we're going to take that into this other universe over here. This one right here. And we're going to go object paste. Boom. Just brought it into this world. So now, let's go back to that other world though. Let's go back over there. Let's go back to this universe. Boom, right here. And we're gonna make a cylinder that's 15.7, so we can introduce the flashlight into the world here. And we're gonna lock it all in. Take any of these and hit 15.7. That's the thickness of the flashlight. I have to shrink that down to fit on this. Alright, we're gonna take the lock off, and we're gonna extend that. 40 would have been good enough. We're gonna hit this. We're gonna hit it with a rotation, a little rotation of 90. Enter, and then we're gonna circle this here. All right, and we'll put the view to X-ray, see if it helps us out in any way. And we're gonna shrink it all together. Okay, let's move it up. Right there. Okay. X-ray helping. Oh, I have this closet open, and there's the water goes down through the closet, and it's every time I think something's spilling. Let's stretch. Okay, hold up. And it's got to be pretty tight. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's got to be pretty tight. Like, because I'm gonna make it stronger. I'll measure the inside of this from this point to that point, but it's not as accurate as you think it could be. So a good way in seeing how much you're, like, I'll just do this, edit, subtract. So it's taken out from there, taken out from there. It's not a significant bite, so we're gonna shrink that bad boy down a little bit more. Hey, thanks for the follow. I really do appreciate that. If you're looking to interact and talk, that'll be way too much for me to do to design this, and so thank you though. We're gonna shrink this down. Just give it 2 clicks, man. Look at that, look at that. That's tight on there. And we'll move it down just to be fair. Okay. And look, man, I think that this is the easiest way in doing this. Wow, that was way too much, I think. Personally, it makes it, if you're interested in doing anything like this, just use other people's stuff as inspiration. You know, they created it, they put it out there. I'd be honored if people use what I create, what I put out there, what I'm not looking to profit off of, you know, because if you're putting it out there for free, it's not that you're looking to profit, it's just the community, you know. So alright, and let's do the subtract. And that's a good bite all around, boy. What? Look at that. I like that a lot. And let me do this real quick. We're gonna go back. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna edit, copy. Then I wanna paste it. Alright. So then let's undo that paste. Go here and hit it with the subtract. Then object paste. Ah, man, come on, dog. Pasting right in front. Mine. Just trying to get an eyeball of what's missing. Okay. So there you go. That's what's missing. That's the bite. That's the grab. So it's gonna be. It's. Let's measure it. Let's see. Object measure. So measure from here to here. 1 point. That looks fair, right? So 1.5 millimeters of on both sides. So 3 millimeters is it's gonna be a lot of tension on that. It's gonna be tight. That's where it's at, baby. That's where it's at. Okay. So now this works here. Copy that. Now we introduce this into the other universe over here. Boom. Paste it. What's up, buddy? Nice to meet you. We're gonna be one solid piece. One solid piece. Not like this other design here that I took bites out of it to make it flex more. Just one solid piece. And I might be committing a mistake. But that's fine. It's fine. Small amount of time. Okay, my friend. Okie dokie, my friend. My girl got me some food. So if I'm not in it right now, because I'm thinking about that food. So that's what I'm thinking about right now. I'm thinking about food, dog. I'm pretty hungry. The kid's hungry, boy. It's a hungry boy, dog. There you go. I like that. And Z placement can go maybe little up like this. We do this to reinforce maybe. Uh, this is biting me in the behind. I can split that and cut that off. I can do that. I can do that very much. You know, I have the urge to write something there. I love like putting. Here's the problem. See, look, I put this. It says IBW 102 PA baby all day. Them pencil tucky boys. Yeah, but I did that, and then let's say I don't know how to erase that. So when I save the file and it has that, I don't know how to easily erase that. Because then when you do too many things in the 3D builder, the files get corrupt. So you can only do so many tweaks until the whole fucking universe in there starts falling apart. You can't spend hours on a design on this program. It'll start to fall apart. Oh, look at that fat boy, dog. Damn, man, that's gonna be way more. We're gonna poke some holes in that. Don't worry. We're gonna cut this whole fucking thing out right now. It's not bad. I'm gonna try to move it over just, and then again here you see these here. So there's a trick to doing this, right? You take this, you object copy, edit, subtract, object paste, then you go, check this out. I probably should have done a little bit better. Let me do it again. Okay, so all I gotta do is make sure that you got this copied. Copy that. Right. Place this wherever you want it to be. Alright, come on, what's going on here? Like that, right? We all agree that looks good. The little curve there, that's where I want it to be, right? So now we already got that copied. Take this, make sure that's what's selected. I wish they highlighted this a little bit better. And you go to edit, subtract. Alright. Ungroup. Sometimes if you hit delete, it messes with, so you delete, paste. There you go, super simple. And that's it. That's pretty much done. I think that, I'm gonna subtract a little bit of material because trying to save some material on this one, come on. So there's a lot of contact here all the way down, solid contact all the way down. So that's a very firm part. I know that because this is a very firm part now because it's making solid contact. So it's going to be really, really firm, which is what I'm looking for. All right. Now, how do I subtract? I want to do this quick. I want to eat. They don't let me eat unless I did. No, I'm playing. Imagine, guys, they don't let me. Ooh, let's look at some of these shapes that I downloaded. If any of them match something that I don't have, half a circle. Gee whiz, Batman. Alright, we're gonna have to do it this way. Insert object. Maybe a cylinder? One of these things? Or hexagon. Is good. I'm gonna subtract some hexagons from there. Make it look cool. That way it looks like I know what I'm doing. The little lines that people know. The y'all. I'm so lazy. Let's shrink that down and bring it up here. And a little higher. Oh, I think it's gonna be a great effect that this is gonna do. I'll just do two. Just do two sacrifices of material. Let's stretch this out so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, man. Boom that way. Boom that way. And just saving material, folks. Just saving material. No need to waste. Especially, I'm printing this at 100% because I want to see what the 100% is going to be. And we're going to just duplicate that bad boy. I wish it duplicated it closer. I like to duplicate it because then it's the same height and I don't got to worry about figuring out the height. And I'm sure there's better applications and better things and whatnots and doohickeys. But, so what do you guys think? So still the bottom's pretty tight. Let's group those two items together and let's hit it with the first we're gonna copy it just in case we want to use those two objects in any other place, right? And we're gonna go to where I always forget. This menu sucks. Subtract. There you go. Very thin here. I'm concerned that might fall. I can add a little ball right there. And what that ball will do, will be pressure on whatever's holding in there so it won't move. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That's it. It's done. Let's see what it looks like if I add a little ball in there because I think that might be a good idea. Okay. It's too big. It's too big, my friend. It's no good. That big, man. No good. Okay. That's a lot better. We're gonna go up. We're gonna take this up here, and this ball is gonna be a little pressure ball, a little ball of pressure. And we're gonna put it on the strong side here. This is the strong side, not there. We're gonna put it right here, right there. Okay, 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 buddy. And just grow it just a little bit, little bit. Oh my God! I can just use a dimple. Yes, 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 yes. How do you do that? I know what I'm gonna do. Object copy, edit, subtract. And I'm so lazy when it comes to designing and doing stuff like this. I'm always like, what's the easiest way? See, a little dimple right there would be very, very helpful. Okay. But I don't know if that would register. Alright, listen. There's no point for that, dude. There really isn't. Delete. We're done. This file is done. Thank you very much. I'm gonna save this. Save as, hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Okay, so we're gonna save this as hardhat clip all parts. What does the 3MF file? That's the file type that it's saving. That way I know. It just helps out when I save it that way. And let's name it version 2. There you go. Now we're going to delete that part. we'll group it. I never merge anything anytime else. I'm like, merging's a waste of time. 90. And we're gonna edit. Settle it. Oh, sits perfectly. And that's gonna be version 2.0. So let's file, save as, change to STL. We hit it with R2D, ready to, R2P, ready to print. Save that bad boy. Close this, close this, close this, close this, close that, close this. Hit it with the Preliti, however you pronounce that. And let's see, we want to keep it. Let's see what it's gonna look like. So here's the hard hat clip. Boom. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. How much time? How much time? 13 grams. 1 hour and 27 seconds. Minutes, not seconds. And we're gonna go with a brim. I'm not hitting it with a raft here. The supports in the middle, they're good, and then everything else is solid. This should fly right through. I'm not even gonna spend time leveling the printer because it's so small. Okay, I like that. I'm happy about that. Give me 1 second. I have to step away. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Intermission. Alright, so I'm back. Time to plug it in, dog. What's up, Playboy? Get the lights on the printer right there, so the printer is going. It's just self-leveling at the moment. I'm gonna do this. And that's it. Oh, no. While I was over there, I thought, oh man, did I close 3D? I never should do that. I always regret when I close it. I'm like, no. Why did you close it, man? You weren't done. I wasn't done. Shit. God. I'll just do the object. Okay, this is fine. Damn it. Okay, perfect. Edit. Mouse. You know I gotta do it, boy. I gotta do it. Comps, IBW. 102. PA boys, baby. Gotta show love to them PA boys, dog. Yeah, no. Alright, no. There it is. Looks like it says Platano. It's funny because I'm Dominican. Ah, fuck. Just hit 90. Just always hit 90. Never not hit 90. I like that. I like that. That might be killing me a little bit, you know, because it digs so deep into it. I don't know. Yep. Send that IBW 102 PA. It looks more IBW official too. Okay. File, save as. That's the only way to save things. If you're not saving things like that, you're a crazy person. Okay. You always gotta kill it. That app, that software there, if you load two objects on the same thing, it just goes bonkers. Hold up. Oh, god damn it, motherfucking more. I'll save that. That's why I save it 3 MF. There's a method. There's a reason. Okay. Here it is. There it is, beautiful. Oh, I love it. I could have put little thunderbolt shapes. And I can make it better with that. It's a quick design. Okay, it's a quick design. Alright, so I put it to print. Intermission. Let's see what intermission I have set up here. Chatting. What was chatting screen before? Don't got that set up. Okay, so thanks for tuning in. Okay, if you want to see how this turns out, I will try to be back tomorrow, which is going to be Wednesday. So I'll try to be back on Wednesday and show you. I'll let you know how it worked out. Okay, and yeah, so that's that. I also stream playing Call of Duty. If you're not into that, don't worry about it. I'll do it on the weekends. And I also do a bunch of things with guns. You know, look how thick that is. And it looks like the plastic warped. I might have to make this thicker. I might be screwing myself and shooting myself on the foot by including that cutout right there, because who knows. Alright, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned some things. And if you did, let me know. And if you learned some things from what you learned from me and so on,